Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Nate Beater and I'm back with a brand new video. Today, guys, I'm going to be showing you the best Apex Legends controller settings for Season 20. If you enjoy, like, comment, subscribe. Without further ado, let's jump straight into this. So straight away, we're going to go into settings and we are going to go into gameplay, okay? So I'm going to explain everything, especially if you are someone that is new and maybe you have never actually gone through your settings or, you know, you just need a few tips. All right, I'm going to take you through literally everything, okay? So straight away, we go to interact prompt. I would have this on compact. If you have this on default, it's going to give you a lot of information. That is way too big. That is too much. Get it compact, lovely, and small. Next up, you've got button hints. You can have this on if you're new to the game. It's just going to have on the screen at the bottom, you can see where it tells me what buttons I need to press for ultimate and things like that. But as you get better at the game, you don't need to have it. So realistically, you shouldn't have to. Crosshair damage feedback, I have this off. You could have it on if you want to have like the little cross with the shield icon to tell you what shield they've got. Personally, I find too much information. I just like the fact that I can just see the bullets hitting and I'd keep it off. It's better for the vision, especially with 120 FPS that I'm using today, where, you know, I'm going to have a little bit less quality. So I want to be able to see that the bullets are actually hitting anyway. Damage numbers, I would have this on stacking. It just saves you the maths. It just means that as soon as I shoot something, it does the maths for me. It adds up the calculation. I don't have to do maths. Next, we've got ping optimicity. I would have this faded 100% because basically means if someone was pinging over here, and then I looked over there, the ping will fade out of the way. Therefore, I can actually see through it. If you don't have it ping like that's faulted, it will just be a case of you cannot see through it. Obituaries, I would have this on 100% all the time. It's going to show you what's going on with the kill feed, especially when people are fighting, whether you know when to third party and things like that. This just helps you out a lot. But also, you know, it's just going to help you just know what's going on in the map in general. Next up, we got mini-map rotations. I have this on. It just basically means if you were able to see a map right now, if I turn to the left, turn to the right, the map would rotate with me. So I have this on. I quite like that. Auto weapon cycle on empty, have this on. It just basically means if you get to 0 ammo, obviously I'm in the range and I've got unlimited ammo, but if I actually used all the bullets that were in my chamber, had none left in my bag, it will auto switch to the next gun. So definitely have this on. Auto sprint, I would 100% have this on. This is going to help you so much. It just basically means as soon as I push forward my analog stick, I start to sprint. Okay, it's going to save your analog stick's life massively because you're not having to click it in, but also it means quicker reaction when you are wanting to move somewhere quickly. Double tap to sprint, definitely have this off. There's no point having this on. It's disgusting. Jetpack control, this is to do with Valkyrie. I don't actually know if I can go to Valkyrie because skirmishers have been breaking the lobby. Oh, I can. Okay. But basically just means I've got it to toggle. So in case what I do is once I click A twice, I can fly up in the air and I don't have to hold it down. If you have it toggle, you just have to keep holding it. Okay, so it's up to you really. That's personal preference. Next up, we are going to go into incoming damage feedback. Have this on 3D. You could mess around with it if you want, but it's not too important. Taking damage what closes death boxes or crafting menu. This is definitely massive. Do not have this on. If you are going to try an armor swap, change to a different armor, you need to have this off. If you have it on, as soon as you get shot, you're getting kicked out the death box. Okay, not going to help you when you're trying to quick loot. Off-screen portraits, definitely have this off. If you're like somebody that is really struggling to know where your teammates are in fights and things like that, you might want it on, but personally I just found it was a bugbear. It just meant as soon as I was like looking to the left, I could see my like teammates banners in the screen. It was just disgusting. I turned it off. Hop up and pop ups, if you don't know your hop up and pop ups, it basically just means as soon as I look at one, I don't know, I need to pick up a gun for it. So, there you go. In the bottom right, you can see it tells me what the hop up does. So it's only in a case of matter if you're like new to the game again, you don't know what a hop up and pop up is, you know, but otherwise you can find out really easy anyway. Streamer mode, I have this off. It just basically is going to hide people's names. Personally, I don't think there's any reason to be having it on. I mean, yes, if you're an actual streamer, you might want to keep it on, but nah, I wouldn't worry about it. Anonymous mode, this is one that's going to be hiding people's names again. Once again, I would just have this disabled. Once again, I don't really care that much about it. You know, if you like someone who likes a bit of privacy, then you might want to, you know, turn these on. But otherwise, I mean, if it's just casual, you don't need to worry about it. Usage sharing, I have this enabled. Just basically means if there's any problems, EA should hopefully sort it out. Performance display, I have this on. It just means top right. Above my head, you can see my ping, my FPS. So I would have that on, especially with the update if you're on console, because then you'll be able to obviously know if you're definitely on 120 FPS. Then after that, we're back down to here. Communication filters, you can have this set off if you're quite young, you don't want to have any toxicity in your life, put this to nobody. I just have it set to everybody because, you know, I'm just me, I don't really care. Reticle, have this on customize, have a little play with it, enjoy it. You know, this is one I run, I use a green one. So the numbers I have are down there. You can copy them, 72, 255, and 16. It gives me this very nice, let's get a color. Gives me a nice green color, very nice. So you can have that. Other one we can also do. Why don't you can mix it up as well? You can do your laser sight. I personally haven't really changed mine. Mine's have always thought is, you know, laser sight are always red. So it just means if so if I was running a laser sight, I get that cool little red, you know, laser. That's that one. Next up, we also have like colorblind mode. You can mess around with this. Obviously, if you are colorblind, 100% definitely use it. If you're not, I mean, you could change it to things like Tritanopia. It makes things a little bit less, you know, blurry. I don't know how to really say it. It's a little bit less colorful, you know. But that's the only one I've ever known people use to try and like gain an advantage. Apart from myself, you know, I just run normal now. There was a time where I used Tritanopia, but I just don't think it's needed. I really don't. Subtitles, your choice. Subtitle size, your choice. Enable chat features. I just have this off. Disabling voice chat. I do not have this on. Once again, if you don't like toxic people, maybe put this on. Convert incoming voice chat. Voice to chat. I have this off as well because that can be extremely annoying. And then play incoming text to chat. If you play things like scrims, if you play things like custom matches and you don't want to hear the people type in and stuff, you can always do this. Turn this off. It's really fucking annoying. Next over, we're going to go to button layout. So button layout, you can use any one you want. It's down to you. You could just use default if you're new to the game. I have mine customized. If you used to play in other games, maybe potentially like COD, Fortnite, you might want to mix this up. Pop this on and then you can change between any of these. You can customize them. Like, for example, I've got my crouch set to LB and I've got my tack set to B. Don't say you've got to copy that. Just, I play bumper jumper. It's really nice. Stick layout, you know, once again, it's up to you. Depends what you play. I play default, so I don't really worry about it. Interact and reload button. 100% have this on tap to reload, or you're going to have to hold down to reload. You want to do it as quick as possible, so tapping is the quickest way. Crouch button, if you want to be doing bunny hopping, quicker movement, you need to have this on hold. You know, when you're sliding, I can do that really easily. If I have it set to toggle, you'll see it kicks me out of it. It's not very helpful, so I would personally have it set to hold. Aim button, I have this set to hold as well. Definitely have this set to hold, 100%. Who wants to freaking tap to aim? Survival slot button, have this on. It just means you don't have to go into your bag to activate survival items like potentially like your heat shields, your evac towers. Obviously, if you like playing around with your gun, you can turn this on and then off, and then that way you can do the animations of your gun without having to go into the emote stage, but it doesn't really matter. Trigger dead zones, definitely have this none, because you want to be able to basically, as soon as you hit your trigger, it will activate. If you have this higher, then it's going to take longer. Menu sensor speed, I would have this about halfway. You could have it higher. I 100% wouldn't have it too low though, because you're not going to be able to armor swap, you're going to be able to loot quickly, so definitely have this high if you can. Aim sensitivity, you can do whatever you want with this. Now that's normally a complete and separate different video. I used to be very into ALCs. Now I just use normal. I use 4-2 linear, small dead zone, and I have my movement dead zone to small. Definitely have that as small. I have look inverted off, unless you're used to that. I wouldn't bother playing around with that. But massive one, I always say to everyone, vibration, make sure this is turned off, because having the vibration on will really mess around with your aim. It just adds extra adrenaline to fights. You just don't need it. So turn that off. But the sensitivity wise, you can play around with those ones. Next in, we got brightness. I literally just have it slightly above, nothing too crazy. Field FOV, I have this set to 110. You might want to have it on a smaller sense, potentially, but if you've got quite a big screen or anything like that, you're going to want it nice and wide, because why would you have it, you know, small on a big screen? FOV, ability shaking, have this enabled. It just basically means when you're sprinting, it's not going to, you know, shake around your FOV. It will make your life a lot easier. Sorry, I've said that wrong. It's not, that is not to do with that. That's to do with sprint stage. The shake is what's going to stop your screen shaking when you're running. This one is to do with ability. So it might, like for example, if I phase, it'll change the FOV slightly. It really doesn't make a difference, to be honest. You can keep it on and off. Graphics mode, I have this on performance. That basically means I can play on 120 FPS. Beautiful. If you don't have the ability to do it, play it on balance. I have made separate videos on this, so I won't go too much into this. But if you're a casual player and you have the options, it's up to you. I personally would play on 120 FPS. Audio, it's up to you. 100%, 100%, 100%. Music volume, it just annoys me, so I have it turned all the way off. And then lobby volume, I have it set to 10%. Otherwise, that's pretty much everything, okay? That is, well, it is literally everything. So I really hope that helps you. If you has, please like, comment, subscribe. I want to try and make this as short as possible, so I'm going to shut the hell up. And I'll see you all in the next video.